It's Hot 107.5, man. Home of the morning heat. Big Greg, Delicious Comic, J. Will, Kamal Smith. And right now, though, man, we got Detroit's own, one of my favorite lyricists of all time. Royce the 5'9" in the building.
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning.
Man, welcome back to the morning heat, famo. You been good?
I'm okay.
Hey, man.
Y'all definitely morning people.
Yeah. We better be at 6 a.m. Oh, yeah, we better be. So what does okay mean? You say you're okay.
I'm okay. I'm a little tired.
You been in the studio?
Yeah.
What you working on?
I never really stop.
It's on to the next, from one project to the next.
I'm like, one day turns into 3 days for me at the studio.
Okay,
Whoa.
okay.
That's the only time I get my time screwed around.
Right,
Right.
right.
Like kind of off.
Right.
Right.
When I'm in the studio.
But look, fam, like I said, like I introduced you, man, you're one of my favorite lyricists of all time. So I appreciate you turning 1 day into 3 days in the studio and putting out masterpieces, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very
You,
much.
of course, man. Prime 2. Let's talk about that. Let's hop right into it, man.
Okay.
You would premiere, man. Like, did you feel like you had to outdo yourself on this one compared to part 1?
Nah, the first one was real safe.
Okay.
Real safe. Real safe. That's like, I was just talking to somebody about that this morning.
Uh-huh.
That's like the safest project I ever did.
Now,
Okay.
what do you mean when you say safe?
I just basically went in there and just rapped.
Wow.
I left no room for scrutiny.
Right.
Okay.
Like if you into lyrics, okay, he rapping.
Right.
Okay.
Wasn't the greatest raps in the world, certainly wasn't worse. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the beats, nothing you never heard before. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
For sure.
didn't try anything. It was basically like the first project that I did sober. I wanted to take people back to my Ebony Showcase days and start just from the beginning.
Right.
Okay.
Which leads me all the way to this album. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Now, you said first project when you been sober. Can we give a round of applause to this brother being sober? How long has he been there?
Woo!
almost 6 years.
6
Whoa.
years, man.
That sounds like a lifetime for people who are just like really actually getting into the drinking.
Right.
So with you being sober for 6 years, was there something that happened to you that made you do that?
It was a whole bunch of things. I mean, I'm a grown man. You know what I mean? Like it's only but so long you can go looking loose,
Right.
making like weird decisions, and then like you start making a lot of crazy decisions due to this substance, and it starts to spill over into your family, and kids start to see it.
Right, right.
It's just time to make decisions once that starts happening.
That's it. Round of applause. Round of applause
Yeah.
for anybody out there that's going through it. Was it hard, though? Was it hard?
It wasn't difficult. Well, I would say it wasn't difficult, but
Right.
I tried to stop before.
Okay.
I tried switching to wine. I tried drinking only on the weekends. I tried to do everything that you normally do before you.
Right.
Yeah, I just got finished
Right, that's why I mentioned
trying
it.
to hop myself. No, that DUI made me stop. So it's a different story. You did it on your own leisure, but yeah,
You just got a DUI?
yeah. Well, I just got from came out. I'm off now. So
You off?
yeah, it wasn't fun though. But during that time though, I couldn't drink.
He couldn't drink, so it was rough going. It was seeing him going through that, so I know it was
And having to
really
drop and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I got 3 of them. So.
You got 3 of them. Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
well then I'm not telling you shit.
So what's your vice now? If you don't drink, then what do you do?
Record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Record.
It took me a minute to get here though. Like when I first got sober, I was in the studio for hours, couldn't come up with nothing. You know what I mean? I get frustrated and just leave.
Right.
Yeah.
After I got myself used to just not having nothing to push me,
Yeah.
I learned to just stay in there, stay in the element. Ryan, whatever you do, don't leave.
Yeah.
Just stay in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I'm able to. So sometimes I work fast, sometimes I work slow.
I'm not mad at it, man. But you put together a masterpiece. You and Primo put together a masterpiece. Of course, you got some features on there. Dave East, Big Crit, Rhapsody, 2 Chainz, CeeLo Green, man. How do you pick your features on albums, man? Because
It's like a vibe thing.
Okay.
Like we just take it song for song.
Okay.
Dave East, I actually worked with him on like this mixtape that I did, and he sent his verse late.
Mhm.
So Preem ended up just kind of like building the beat around his verse.
Okay.
Everybody else, we just did it. We just played it by ear.
That's what's up. What's your favorite joint on that Prime 2?
That's always a tough question for me to answer.
Why?
All right, well, let me
every song.
let me help you out then. Streets at Night
You like that one?
is dumb. Is
Thank
crazy.
you, man.
Not the whole album is stupid. But here's my question though: is there ever a point where, I mean, you've been doing this for years, mind you, right? You've been noted as one of the top lyricists of our times.
Thank you.
Is there ever a moment where you're in the studio and you do? For me, I'm just being you for a second. You do a Streets at Night and just say, "God, I just killed that," or because you kill so many tracks anyway, it's you know what I mean. There's not one that outweighs. You know what I mean?
I usually gotta love it in order for it to make the cut. Like I record a lot of music.
Right.
So if we using 13 songs, I'm probably doing 30 songs.
For you to pick out the ones that you want.
That's how I prefer to do it.
With you having such a title, like he says, being known as one of the top lyricists of our time, do you ever mind being a target as a lyricist?
They know better. They know better not
Do
to
you
say this,
mind
man.
that?
To call this dude out.
Where, some people want to, hit. One of the artists said that it was healthy competition for him and he don't mind. I think it was Kendrick.
Okay.
Where he likes to be in competition, not to be competitive so there can be beef, but just so he can become stronger as an artist so that they can, continue to climb up. Do you mind being a target or you like, okay, I don't want no lyrical beef?
They don't want no smoke with that man right
lyrical
there.
beef, that's what you was getting at.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, do you try to brush that off or do you say, come on, let's do this?
You're about to wake me up this morning.
I want to wake up the sleeping giant. Come on.
Don't nobody want that problem.
Sound like you straight up from Detroit.
Okay.
Nobody want that problem.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm trying to. Has anybody? No, nobody's ever tried.
Royce has.
You have better. Who has been your
couple of
strongest
battles.
competitor?
That's a good one. It's been a few.
It's been a few, right?
Probably
Like-
Joe.
Okay. I thought you was going to say that.
Okay, talking about Joe. Now, we know he had a couple of things to say about the Eminem Revival album, and that's your boy, y'all squad, Slaughterhouse. How did you take that when you heard your man's talking about him?
I didn't read too far into it.
Right.
Okay.
I'm kind of used to him.
Okay.
Kind of used to him doing stuff. Of course, I had an opinion on it,
Right.
but it wasn't like nothing that I was carrying with me.
So is the Slaughterhouse flag still flying, though? Are y'all still together, Slaughterhouse?
I mean, that's a loaded question, man.
Oh, man.
That's a
Okay.
loaded question. I mean, listen, man. The deal still stands over there.
Okay.
Paul Rosenberg went from Shady to Def Jam, so that automatically puts us on their roster.
Okay.
If the guys feel like they want to get together and keep it going, I guess we
problem
gotta talk scheduling.
Okay. Okay. What's up, Jay Will?
Hey man, I want to ask you this, Royce, because I just recently watched a documentary. I think it was on Cinemax or Showtime. It's about writers in the game, and you had your moms and your pops. But the one thing that stood out was they said that you were called to ghostwrite a song for Dr. Dre about his brother dying. So I'm trying to figure out what mindset do you have to get into to write a song that personal and to actually make the people feel like this is coming from Dre.
Yeah, I was like 20 years old. I wasn't even thinking that far. I just basically wrote see, Dre was like real easy breezy when we were working.
Okay.
Like I would ask him stuff and he'd just be like, nah, I don't want to put nothing in your head. Just do you. So I actually wrote from my own experience. Something that happened to me.
Okay.
Like I literally wrote it word for word. We didn't change nothing. I didn't know his brother died. I didn't know he had a brother.
Wow.
Sheer
That
It was
coincidence.
almost like therapy for you.
Yeah. So I think I could do something like that for somebody if I needed to.
Right.
Since I've been writing for so long. Yeah. At that time though, I just I was mostly in my comfort zone, just writing from my own experience.
So, coming out of Crime Series, let's talk about Book of Ryan, right?
Okay.
Everything that's been trending on social media lately is Bob Lobo, right? Why that song to push first with J. Cole?
It's a,
From the album in its entirety.
Yeah, it's I usually like when I roll the first song out, I usually like it to be a reflection of the album in its entirety.
Okay.
Sonically. Like I did a lot of reflecting on the song. And it's a personal song. My verse, it kind of paints you a picture of how it was, growing up
Right.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because we all been to the Bob Lobo.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that in people's minds before they actually hear the album.
Yeah.
And it all makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes
Victoria,
sense.
please call Roz on 4059.
Really?
Victoria, call Roz on 4059.
Really?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you want people to get the feel for it, and I appreciate it, man. The Book of Ryan, it almost got a biblical feel to it too, though, brother. The Book of, you know what I mean? Book of Eli, Book of Ryan. Was there anything biblical behind the title of it?
Nah, it's just real personal.
Okay.
It's just real personal. It's probably what my first album should have sounded like. If I was capable of being that introspective at that age.
Okay.
It probably. I mean, man, like when I got sober,
Right.
That's when all the memories come.
Wow.
When I was drinking, no memories.
Wow.
None.
That's an interesting fact. What's up, Jay?
No memories.
I'm trying to figure out, but do you feel like rappers that can't rap are useless?
mumble rappers
Radio
nowadays.
right now is beats, bro. It's only a few people that I actually listen to their songs and I'm like, oh boy, got some bars. Other than that, it's like, oh, that beat was straight and that hook is catchy, like, and it feels like they are destroying hip hop. Like I watched the Roxanne Shantae movie yesterday, and my man had rules before the battle. Like, this is hip hop. We are here for culture, to rebuild the community and have a good time. And like what happened to that, bro? Like this what's going on right now, dude. I don't know what this is.
I think it just changed into culture.
Mm.
You know, that's evolution that you're witnessing. Like back then, you know, guys acted like gatekeepers. Like they didn't know what we had on our hands.
Right.
You know, so when I forgot my first deal, like when I was taking meetings with labels, everybody wanted to be good at rapping. Now it's like, you don't necessarily have to be good at rapping. You can be good at something else, and it's still part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's so widespread now that you actually had a luxury of just picking and choosing what you want to listen to and just.
So you found a way to appreciate it.
I mean, I can always tell when somebody is good at what they do. I can
Right.
also tell when they don't make their music for me.
Okay.
And there's a lot of music out there that you like me personally, I feel like there's a lot of music out there that's not for me. Do you feel the same way?
It's always been like that.
It's always been like
It's
that.
always been that way.
Now, you also being, I hate to hop off music real quick, but you being a conscious brother, like I follow you on social networks and whatnot. I know you're a fan of boxing, and I know you talk about some political things from time to time, man. How do you feel about this whole NRA situation and the kids that did that march over the weekend, man? Do you think that it was something that the kids needed to do to stand up for themselves, or do you really think it's going to matter in the long run when it comes to our guns?
I didn't even see it. I was in the studio.
Okay.
Can you catch me up to speed real quick?
Yeah, they marched all over the country in
world,
different
country.
areas. They were fighting, and these were the students, and so they're fighting against the gun laws. They want safer gun laws.
On the heels of the Parkland, Florida tragedy where the students were killed at school down in
So
Florida.
what exactly do they want to see?
They want the NRA to pass stronger regulations and stronger rules on guns and
getting guns.
force more gun control.
I would like to know what those regulations are.
First, you sound like Greg.
Yeah, I mean that's where I stand with it. I think every man should be able to protect his family. I think you should have the right to protect his family.
Right.
I agree with the other brother 110%.
He's been saying that for as long
We
as
don't
the whole-
disagree with that. It's
Yeah.
just that but there should be some laws and some regulations when it comes down to being able to obtain a gun.
Yeah,
Like, just period.
I agree with that. I think this is one of those topics where it's time for the people who are in charge to be really specific.
Right.
Okay.
Really specific with the laws.
All right. Now talk about
Break it
being
down piece by piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
being specific, man. What you want people to go out and do with this new music you dropping, man? What you want them to do with it, man?
Just listen to it. One thing I learned just being around this music thing is like music is made for all situations.
Right.
Club, car, cleaning the house, gym. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like, you can only hope to create something so beautiful that it can just be like the soundtrack to somebody's life. So I just want people to listen to it.
There it is. It's available on all media
Platforms.
Platforms?
5-4.
Okay.
Now I was gonna say, dude, I've been rocking with Royce since Lush Lounge days, man. What's left for you to obtain? You know what I mean? I mean, you've had a long career. You've done some classic material. You've performed with all over the best. You've made music with everybody. You know what I mean? As far as your bucket list of hip hop, what would you like to? Is there anything left that you haven't done yet that you trying to in a feature? Maybe you ain't did a collab with or whatever it may be.
I wanna make a classic. Like, I don't think people realize how important that is. It's like catalog is everything.
A classic
60, I
to
just
your
found-
standards?
I
But I know
just-
you've got to, you made
if
some
you look
classics.
if you really look at what classic is, it's something that you can't call right away. You got to judge it based off of the way that it lives within the culture.
The way that it matures.
You
Like
can't
fine
deny
wine.
it. You can't deny it. Like Nas doing a 20-year reunion
Right.
Coachella show and performing the whole Illmatic.
right,
With the
That's
band.
not by chance.
Right.
right.
He just made a classic album.
Right.
Well, I gotta get this last question.
Go for it.
Okay, so you see what's happening with Detroit. How you feeling about the vibe? When I say what's happening is you see more artists getting, national attention from the city, from Dej Loaf, Big Sean, T Grizzly, Cash Doll. You have all of this that's taking place, and Doughboy Cash Out. We got a lot of different artists Payroll that you go in different states and cities and you hear the music being played. How do you feel, and do you think that this is going to be something that's going to last?
Is it our time?
Is it our time?
Of course it is. This is really nothing new, man. It's like we just starting to get the attention. We always had the greatest artists in the world.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Round of
Always had the
applause.
greatest artists in the world. It's a little bit easier to kind of like fine tooth comb somebody's city now because we got the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People kind of look like they popping up out of nowhere, but my theory is they always been there. So I think this is one of them times where we got to strike while the iron is hot, like as a city.
And we got to protect our artists while the iron is hot, too.
Yeah.
Right. We got to unify. That's
How are
what
we going to keep it, though?
Unity. I think
Key word.
unity is the key component that we always been missing. I think like my generation kind of like jumped out there and showed you what not to do.
Okay.
So everything you see us do that we did
Don't
in
do
the early
that.
2000s.
Last but not least, I want to say first off, shout out for being on Jimmy Fallon, man, because no matter how many people that we see go on them stages, it's certain people that really feel like, man, that's my man's on Jimmy Fallon right now. So no matter how much you did everything you did was big and huge, but still when we see you do stuff that's big to us, it still feel like, man, that's my man.
Right.
Like it's just like if T Grizzly hit it, it's different for certain people from the D. We actually feel like we with you on stage. So that being said, just want to say big shout out for that. And we got a little inside scoop that Eminem only hangs out with like the same 6 people at all times. And I just want to know if you're one of them 6.
Yeah, we got a little inside scoop. He keeps the same circle. Are you in that circle or are you in the square?
I'm definitely in the circle, but I'm trying to figure out who these 6 people
Well, the number wasn't in particular. What it was that we just want to put a buzz in your ear. We sit down with him. We want to sit down. We want to say what's up to him. We want to kick it, have a little conversation because he's from the D. We love him. We know he supports his city, and sometimes people want to see it, and so people always watching us. So if they watch us, they gonna see it. So they were just like, yo, that's cool. We gonna holler at him. But you know how M is. He got his circle, and he just said the circle of 6, and he just keep those people around him.
He's a little bit introverted. But you know what? He constantly working.
Constantly
working all the time. That's like,
he's prepared for Coachella this time, right?
yeah.
And some other stuff.
He always busy. He always super busy. But none of us really got no friends.
Well, you got a friend over at the morning heat. We love you over here.
Oh, brother,
Hey, Blue, you're my boy.
We appreciate you coming through, man. Why don't you introduce this Pablo Bowl? Let's end the interview with that.
Yo, what up? This Royce 5'9". Check out Pablo Bowl featuring J. Cole, produced by Cool and Dre.
There it is, man. This Hot 107.5, the morning heat, man. If the fight happened, who you got? Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua?
Don't make me choose.
Come on, Royce.
I'm gonna go with Deontay.
There it is. It's the morning heat. Top 107.5.